Yes.
Let's look at their defense. How do you see? Let's take it to three steps. Their defensive front. Give me a kind of overview.
Yeah, really strong defensive front. Very active group. A lot of movement. A lot of guys that play hard. Good size, physical bunch. I'm really impressed by them and their body of work and what they've been able to accomplish all season. And it's going to be a challenge for us. We're going to have a good next 2 weeks of preparation for those guys. But certainly a defensive front that'll be a challenge for us. We're going to have to block them. We're going to have to do a good job of pass protection with them. Have some really good pass rushers, and just look forward to the challenge.
How about the second level? What about their linebackers?
Yeah, linebackers are active as well. Another group. I think the front seven is really pretty much been productive all year. Even in some games they may have lost early in the season, you still saw good effort and hard play by that defense. They have a great scheme of pressure and trying to get pressure on the quarterback, things like that, similar to a lot of teams in our league. So we're going to have to be able to do a good job identifying who's who and where they're coming from and execute.
What about their secondary?
A good group that plays the scheme well, guys that are very athletic, really familiar with a few of the guys in their secondary, and athletic group of guys that like to run around and play. They mix it up well with zone and man and give quarterbacks different looks throughout the season. And I just think they do a good job of understanding the scheme and again, the front seven puts pressure on the quarterbacks and give them a lot of opportunities in the back end.
Who does their defense remind you of that we've played before?
Oh man, a combination of a few guys, between Arizona State and Oregon in terms of the pressure packages and things like that, some exotic schemes and things like that. So I would say in our conference, I don't know much about and watch much of other conferences, but out of the teams that we play from, the exotic, schemes and things, I would compare them to them. But I still think, they're a formidable group. It's a really good group. I'm not saying that the outcome will be like that. I'm just saying that from a schematic standpoint, they're similar to those two teams. But they're a good group. Really good front seven, and the back end knows how to play the game and make plays on the ball.
Thank you.
No problem. That's good. Good.
Hey, the last time I talked to you was after the Stanford game.
Yeah.
And you weren't pissed off, you weren't angry or anything like that. It actually sounded like there was a little hope in you.
Yeah.
And obviously the following week was a rough game against Utah. But is there anything that pops into your head that you can attribute to the turnaround? Obviously everybody points to Sam. Do you think this could have happened with Max?
Yeah, I've always been confident in this group, and like I said, after the Bama game, after the Stanford game, and even after the Utah game, when we stopped shooting ourselves in the foot, we were a really good offense. And I think that when we stopped doing those things, we started playing a lot better, and defensively started playing better. Special teams, as a team, we started playing better. And I think that as an offense, we just put our team in position to win more games. And it got sloppy at times with some turnovers. We were able to overcome it because as a team, defensively, special teams, we found ways to win games. But I say all that to say, I just think that from the Alabama game on through, I was always confident in this group. I always knew we had something special. I always knew, despite the challenges early in the season, that we still had something special and something really good. It was just going to be a matter of time for us to start playing our type of football. And just glad that it happened after the Utah game.
A lot of us that have seen Sam play high school and when he got here, we all talked, definitely see him being a great player, but just could you envision him being and making it the impact that he did this fast?
He had the signs.
Yeah.
Even in high school, you just look at a guy that was just a winner. When he was out there for his team, they won, whether it was basketball or football. And when he wasn't, both teams didn't win as much. And then he came here, and as a freshman going against our number one defense, you saw the flashes of talent, the brilliance of accuracy, the brilliance of anticipation, and just his moxie and confidence as a quarterback. Didn't know as a freshman when he got his first start how he was going to play. but he gets thrown into some adverse situations early. On the road at Utah in your first start as a freshman, and he played really well, you know. And you look at some of his better games were in some of the more pressure situations, whether it was Utah or Washington on the road, across town. I mean, he played some of his better games on the road in some really pressure situations, and I think just a tribute to his type talent and his confidence as a quarterback. And what's great about it is that he's still a freshman, and he's going to continue to get better.
You, as a player, you know what it takes to be a part of a great football team, being a national champion that you are. Do you sense that this team has that building?
No question. There's something special about winning teams, no matter what the level is. The camaraderie, the brotherhood, how guys play for each other. You can just pick a great team in college football, and you look at it, and it's pretty much a tribute to their leadership, whether it's defense, offense, special teams. And you just look at our team defensively, leadership, you know, offensively, leadership, special teams, leadership. And we're playing starters on special teams. I think that Coach Baxter's done a great job of getting those guys to buy into this is just another play of offense and defense. This is no different than a play of offense and defense, and our men have bought into that. A very unselfish group, you know. Winning teams don't care about who gets the credit. And not one time this year have you heard a player complain about his role or getting the ball, not getting the ball, how much he's playing, not those type distractions we haven't had. And so when you put all those things together, you win a lot of football games. And felt like we had something special in training camp. And it's just going to be a matter of time with a new staff of them getting accustomed to how we do things. And once we all adjusted to each other, we roll off a lot of wins. And hopefully that's a start to something special.
Just kind of observe you guys during the fall as a staff with Clay. And somebody asked me what I thought at Salute to Troy. And it was just there was just something that just seemed like you guys really enjoyed working with each other and working for Clay.
Right, of course. When you look at the staff makeup of Tommy Robinson being at a great university and leaving that place to come back.
Yeah.
John Baxter being at a great university and leaving that place to come back. Clancy being in the NFL, leaving there to come back. Other guys having opportunities to do other things and be other places, decided to say, let's stay here and be together. Because half of us had already worked together. We knew how special the 10-win year was.
Yeah.
Vegas Bowl year when we were all together. We knew how special that was. And I thought Clay was just brilliant in his opportunity to pick a staff and hire a staff, starting with guys that he knew would get the job done and he know he can trust, not only with our current players, but on the road recruiting. And when he has to be a head coach away from the program, that he had guys in place that could help him run the program. I think that's a credit to Coach Helton and his leadership. And then it trickled down to our players. You know, it starts at the top, and it trickles down to our players. So what you may have seen at Salute to Troy was a genuine feeling of everybody, a genuine vibe, you know, from our players to us as a staff, and that's just really who we are. You know, through thick and thin, you know, our leader hasn't changed. He's always preached the same message, and our players all believe in it, and we do as a staff, and we're going to do it that way and to win games.
I'm not asking for any names, but did you hear from any schools about open jobs?
Yeah, but I want to be at USC.
Thanks, Steve.